Good day, everybody. How we all doing
Good
today?
evening.
Yes, I'm having a bit of issues with my camera, but I will put things back in place in a short while. But good day, everybody out there. It's another beautiful Monday again with us at Upper Reporters and Talk, the program where we discuss and give our unbiased and unreserved opinion on the issues affecting the political, social, and economic welfare of Nigerian home and abroad. Like we always do, today is the 22nd day of July 2024, and we're in the studio for our 43rd episode or our 43rd edition. We have a bit of interesting topics to discuss today. We have a bit of some that we did not finish from last week, but like we always do, we discuss and we deliberate as the tempo moves. First of all, let me introduce myself. My camera, I'll have to rectify my camera in a short while, but introduce myself. My name is Obizo J, like you all know me. And on the top right, where you have the screen right now, where you have the camera open, that's Upper Reporters. Upper Reporters, please throw a bit of introduction to the house.
Good evening, my people. My name is Harry Potters, the journal from Japan. Today we'll get a lot of talks to talk about, but my host camera got issue and me at the background. But I'll quickly give back the mic to Ram. Mokwi, people that did the house, Mokwi start the matter. But before we start, make sure like, share, and subscribe for YouTube. Now show them to my friends. Maybe for come look up for Facebook, same thing, like, share, and subscribe. And for other platform too. Thank you. Back to my host.
Yeah, thank you very much, Upper Reporters, for the brief introduction. Yes, we go straight to the topics of the day, but I still like to make something clear because I know sometimes we have a bit of we have people that come to the studio and they don't get the rules. Please, if you have any suggestion, interjection, or questions while you're in the studio, indicate on the right side of the StreamYard link portal. Let us know that you have a submission. At this point, yes, people go in and out of the studio. So if you don't make this submission on the right-hand side, we wouldn't know who turn it is to speak. So please, if you have anything, indicate on the right hand of the private chat and let us know you have something to say. Well, that is it. Normal 3 minutes for your submission, 1 minute for questions. The number will be put on screen. Telephone calls will be taken, WhatsApp only. These are the rules so far. Going to the topics for the day. First, we have a governor threatening on severe retaliation if his allies are being targeted. The governor has come out to say he knows that there was an arrest in the state or in the city of Benin last week. And he's saying if there are attacks or if there are threats on his allies, there will be severe retaliation. Well, we'll discuss that going further. Then over the weekend, still we had Ganduje pledging to reclaim Edo State for the APC. Well, I think not a thought. He made a visit to Edo State, and on his visit, he promised his party faithfuls that he was going to give his all to ensure Edo State the APC candidate comes out victorious in Edo State. Thirdly, the governor of Edo State petitions the police and calls for the former deputy governor or the deputy governor, Comrade Shaibu, and others to be questioned for the happenings, the Friday happenings, for what went down in Benin that led to, I think, the death, if I'm corrected, of a mobile police officer. Yes. And lastly, the APC gubernatorial candidate faces a new scandal, age scandal. Well, I don't think this is what we should be doing now, but I don't know. There are questions everywhere going back and forth. Before I go, before I pass the mic to my co-host for the first question, there is a new one that says the appeal court denies to void PDP's primary sack Ighodalo's candidate. I'll bring more highlights on that. But first, Governor Obaseki threatens severe retaliation if his allies are targeted. My co-host, as it is, you are the first person that I always go to when it comes to questions asking. I want to know, are you there? Okay, it is obvious you are not there, but I will move to a different person. Mr. Ojanuse, are you there with us? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm still working on my technique here. Yes, like I said, we can see what is going on. And the governor has come out to say, he has been quiet all along, but he has come out to say that if his allies are being threatened or targeted, that he would retaliate. The word retaliation is a big word, but I like to still hear from another person. What do you think this is about?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. And Night's been here again. Another day, another edition. In regards to your question, I think we were having this discussion earlier. For me, it's a callous statement. But like I said earlier, I will still excuse it because the governor has, like you also acknowledged, he's been quiet for so long. He's been a statesman for a long while. And sometimes when maybe we mistake, they mistook his quietness for weakness. So hence such a statement. I think it's callous, but I think what he actually meant was the silence is not weakness. And if what happened last week Thursday repeats itself, he's gonna be decisive and he's gonna retaliate and he's gonna act. That's my submission. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ojanuse. Yes, these days we get to hear when people say careless statements. They are not. These are not statements made by kids. These are statements made by adults. These are statements made by leaders of our folk. So, and it is not like the governor, was making a statement immediately after what transpired over the weekend. This statement came some hours or probably a day after. So does he not know these are sensitive times and he should be using simple words, even if I think emotion has taken the best of him, or does he not know that these are the softest times and he should not This is not time for careless statements. But well, it is what it is.
Yeah. Also, he's human. For me, he's also human. As much as he's a governor, he's also human. And I think we're not perfect. We all have flaws, and I will take it as a callous statement, and is one of his flaws. And for me, we move on.
Yes, okay, we move on. That is it. That is the tale of. That is how it is always said in today's. How would I put it? In today's in the African way, we move on. We don't bother to trash on the issues. We just move on. Well, I thank you. I thank you for your submission. Let me go to. I know Pai Gariva is quite early where you are. Good day, sir. Are you there with us? I want to bring this to you before, so I don't keep you in the studio waiting so long. Pai Gariva.
Yes, good morning.
Good
I
morning, sir.
had to go home and take my car so that I can participate. I'm just arriving my workplace now. Yes, good morning. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, you mean the statement from Obaseki, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. The last speaker has said the statement is callous. I agree with him. But in this circumstance, Obaseki was not talking to human beings the way I see it. Because he was talking to animals that were on the street. Because those people, the language they understand is this kind of callous languages they will understand. Because they are not human. Even yesterday, they were still in the street of Benin. I think I saw, I think they call him a Boston or something, Boston and some people, and disparaging Obaseki in the street of Benin, insulting him, and singing some slogans using Obaseki's name. They're just rubbing him on the mouth. I think for me, he's too quiet. During Oshomole's regime, this will not happen. I think they are taking his calmness for stupidity. I think he needs to use some people, the state apparatus, to show example. Otherwise, they are not going to learn. Look at what they did. If in fact, it is. I don't know how to justify what the opposition party what they did, including Shaibu and all the rest of them. I don't see any reason why Shaibu would want to use hoodlums to reinstate himself or bring back himself into power. The court has made a judgment, and it's not in his right to implement that judgment. The court bailies are there. The court bailies in collaboration with the state police and all that. Those are the people that are not the hoodlums coming to wait for him at the airport. So I think the Obaseki should focus so much in the investigation, and people that are culpable should be brought to book. They should invite these people, Kabaka, Weibo Stone, Kabaka's brothers, and all of them, and even the governorship candidates should be invited. Same reason why governorship candidates should be taking a dead body on them. I don't just know what is going on. Obaseki should be more forceful. Otherwise, these people they understand the language of forcefulness. Is callous, but it's like the last speaker said, he's a human being, and he's emotional. I think he should use more forceful languages on these animals. They are animals, the way I see them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ipai Gariva. Yes, I laugh again because sometimes when I hear the way people respond, to the happenings. Sometimes it is mind. I would like to say it's mind blowing because I don't. Yes, people have their rights, to free and to the right. They have the right of freedom of speech. I get it, but I still don't understand why in Edo State or in politics, Nigerian politics, we take things too far. I wonder after all this act, the supporters going that far, and at the end of the day, their candidate does not win. How will they live after? What do they tell their kids? How do they act going forward?
Mr. Junior, sorry, if their candidates eventually loses the election, what they would do is to cross carpet. They are all the same. They don't have morals. They don't have moral judgment. If the candidate loses, you see that these people that are disparaging Obaseki, about 1/3 or half of them, we go to PDP. That's what they do. So sorry, thank you. Go on.
Yeah, thank you, sir. That is exactly what it is. Well, now I see why they don't take them serious. Now I see why politicians don't take them serious, because today the APC chairman is coming to meet a set of people. These are the people that the PDP chairman might come to meet if he's in power or if the hands were turned. Well, it is sad to say it, but it has to be said. Anyways, I thank you, Paiga, for this. And we have Osa. Let me go to Osa. Should I go to Josilaj? Josilaj, you are a bit busy. No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? I was muted.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you very much. I greet you all in the spirit of the struggle.
Yes.
We thank God for his mercies upon our lives. I'm going to very quickly, before I speak, let me just say my kind of, maybe because of my discipline, I'm a very, very pragmatic person. When it comes to the issue, this issue, subject matter, we're talking about our state, Edo State, our beloved state. I heard you using the word when they say their side. Hey, Ad, how you doing, sir? Sorry, I did on. Yeah. He said you should give me money. No? Okay. All right. Later. Okay. So yes. Sorry, guys, for that interruption. So here's what it is. I think for far too long, we, including us, the citizens, we have kept quiet for too long. This is not about Obaseki. This is about the life, the survival of our dear state. Enough is enough. This is why I left my camera on. I left it on so that they let them see my face. I'm not here to come and do tea party. Enough is enough. Shaibu has done. He has crossed. For me, he has the line where he has crossed now. Yeah, we have reached our threshold with him. We as citizens of Edo State. Edo State does not belong to him. Neither does it belong to his friends. Enough is enough. Truth be told, the man Obaseki has been very, very quiet. He has been very, very patient with these people, particularly the so-called SY deputy governor. I am very, very ashamed that a man like that was my deputy governor. And I'm being honest. Junior, I want you to post this video. If they don't stop, we are going to stop them. Does not stop terrorizing our states. We are going to stop by any means. I'm saying it, let them hear. We don't have guns, but we are going, if they don't stop, because we cannot be in a state for how long? We will not have peace because of one guy. Obaseki gave this man all the leverage in the world. How many deputy governors can you name in Nigeria today, Junior, if I ask you or anybody on this platform? We don't know. But Obaseki gave this guy an open hand. We saw it. He gave him the leverage, hence he is able to do all this nonsense that he's doing.
court pronounced reinstated you, okay. Like my second speaker spoke just now, there are bailiffs, there are processes to these things. And this is what Obaseki wants to change. That narrative of that animalistic attitude, character. We're not cowards. They are the cowards. They think we're cowards for keeping quiet. No, they are the cowards. I'm saying it now because the first speaker said, oh, he used, I forgot the word, the very rational word that he said Obaseki used. That Obaseki spat fire or something. And he said it was out of caution. But you are leaving the subject matter, an issue as a crime as senior as killing a police officer in front of everybody, cold blood, rather than take this man. If this man was actually, if indeed he was shot, what happened to the hospital across the street? I'm aware there's a hospital across the road from where that incident took place. You guys did not take the man, the officer, to the hospital. And shame to the police officers too, who were there, who were escorting. Because I saw some officers working with the man, including some hoodlums that had pump action rifles in their hands. They were a man, somebody who's been shot at. And what's the first thing to do? The first thing
First
is
aid.
to respond with first aid.
Yes.
First aid. You guys did not do that. Nobody, even though the man wasn't unconscious, the man didn't seem like he was dying. He was walking. He had his right foot to his right hand, and his left hand to his ribs or something. I don't know what it was. I know evidence of blood, anyway. But you guys did not. And the shameful governorship aspirant who was there, who in his presence, he was there. I'm told the guy is Audley. Your Audley was shot. Aren't you supposed to ask for paramedics? Or in fact, take this guy, there's a hospital across the road. You guys did not do that. The minutes or hours later, you are coming to drive him. In fact, they dragged the man first like a piece of meat. They were dragging him, civilians, yet there were officers in uniform in that place. I don't know if you understand, Junior. There were
Yeah.
police officers present. For me, I think the officers should first protect their own. That's if I was a police officer, my colleague is being shot at. The first thing I want to do at that point is to first give him rescue, to save him. They didn't do that. They worked with these people. Then later we saw hoodlums pulling this man out from a bus and putting him inside an open back truck. And then you say you are parading him across the street. That is more heinous than any statement Obaseki would have made. Listen, if I was Obaseki, they would have seen terror by now. I'm just telling you. If I was Obaseki as a sitting governor, I feel the man has been too quiet. That is what gives the audacity. And even the people have also been too quiet. But we have decided to speak. We are going to start speaking henceforth. Let them hear. To those who have ears, let them hear. They will not have it again easy as they did before. It's because we've been keeping quiet. Mediocres have taken over our land. Because of this same, I want to be quiet. My own. There's nothing like my own. I'm speaking as an Edolite. I'm speaking as a man who wants life for his state. Enough is enough. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Josie. Yes, you have responded as as you feel. That is passion, deep passion. I thank you for the explanation. Well, going forward, we have Osawaru. Osawaru, thank you for coming to for being on the program. Unmute yourself and
Good evening, Ado State. Good evening, my people. It's been a long while. I heard the news of what happened. I would say it's condemnable at the moment. At the moment, let me use the word at the moment, it's condemnable. This is not the time for terror. We want a peaceful election. We want the best candidate to get to the office and lead Edo State to the next level. It's not time for our boys, our people, our children, our sons, our brothers to be involving in any gunfights, let alone taking an innocent life who was going about his duty. However, they may have done it to allow the man to die is simply very, very ungrateful. And the children of the man will forever be on their list, because you can't kill their father for no reason. So that's what I would say. I don't really know how to put it. You know, the reason why I'm trying to be pragmatic, I try to be political in saying what I'm saying is, when this same Shaibu and his boys join, when Obaseki, we are using them to do Ogbane, nobody thought the tide will turn. When we that are not cultists, that do not join anyone, we are telling the world that the things we are seeing is going to lead to serious problem in the future. You are empowering a man that is already empowered. You are adding more power to him. And because you want the Ogbane slogan to happen. So now that it has happened, it's happening for everybody, and it's a disheartening situation. I must say, it's a very bad situation, and that's what we find ourselves. Where we find ourselves, that's where the same quagmire that I mean, that's where government finds himself, because he's an elite. He is an elite. Obaseki is an elite. He's a man with character that have seen things and things in life, that came to Edo State to govern and join Shaibu in whatever they are doing. They know what they are doing. He knows what Shaibu is capable of. So him coming on air to say if it happen again, what is he going to do? Tell me, you want it to happen again before you do something? The one that has happened, you cannot do something about it. You want something to happen again before you do something. I don't know how that comes out of a leader's mouth. That you want something happen, you are supposed to take it head on. Tell the police, go and make arrest. Let's investigate. Let the law take its course. Okay, it's my father. They want to kill next before you now rise up, or it's my brother on the street doing his business too. No, if you are number one citizen of the state, somebody is killed in cold blood, then you cannot issue an autopsy, an inquest. You want another person to go down.
The governor petitioned the police, and he has called for Shaibu and others to be questioned. No, you are
Please,
mute.
a statement. I'm not me. Okay. The police, the head of police in Edo State issue an apology this morning to Shaibu. Or you did not follow the news? The police are apologizing to Shaibu, not apologizing to people of Edo that their son has lost his life. They are apologizing that what happened was a mishap. It shouldn't have taken place. They did not take it serious or whatever. Go to the news and see. Police came this morning, released a statement apologizing to Shaibu and Bakomiza. When we were head bent on cultism being infiltrating our political space, they say they want to use it for Ogbane. That is Ogbane that they want to happen. Now that it has happened, and it has now begun to happen to all of us, the Ogbane. Okay, how do we go now? Somebody has lost his life. Okay, imagine the one that will lose their life going to the election. Is it after you have left the office, you will now begin to do inquest? Or you are supposed to do inquest now on what is happening, and then call Abuja to order to tell the police to do their work peacefully, do it correctly. The state government cannot have power over police, who they gather, where they go, and you are state governor. It's because you have given power to one man. It's because he knows that he has to empower Shaibu to do whatever he wants. And it's his fault. And it's all of us that have contributed to it. We are all clapping for the Ogbane mission, only for them to use it to empower one old man to be bigger than everybody. I've said it in the background before the live started, that all that we are seeing now is you reap what you sow. You reap where and what you sow. That is what is happening. And I've said it earlier in different fora that Obaseki would have done a good job by appeasing Shaibu for the tenure to end peacefully. Whatever Shaibu say he needs, and that's what when you see somebody that is powerful and you have also empowered him to be more powerful, you play nice, play it to the later. Okay, bros, no vex, make we just come out for office in peace.
Okay,
you did that. You are putting us in pain. You are putting our people in pain. An election is coming. Everybody is afraid.
Yes, so no, they don't have to be afraid.
They don't have to be afraid. So then, as me now, I'm safe where I am. You can see where I am. I'm safe. Everywhere is safe. Then I will not call my people at home to go to election to go and vote, so that they will die.
No, it's not the idea.
They will vote. They will vote, but it kind of affect the mentality of voters. His voter apathy. That's what they want to happen, so that they can conducively ring the election. That's what Shaibu is planning. That's what they have been doing.
Well,
that's the political system. That's how they have been doing it, to make voters' apathy a mainstay, so that people will be afraid to go to election ground. Is it when you hear gunshot? If you are voting now, your brother heard a gunshot, will he not run?
Well,
they will run away. That's all they want. It's not
anyway, so thank you for your submission.
I'm grateful, sir. I'm grateful.
Let's go to Mr. Osa.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Thank you. Please give us a submission.
Well, it's unfortunate what happened last week. However, as we know, that the police, a petition has been written to the police for them to investigate the incident. And just, I don't know if it's correction or I don't know how to put it. However, I didn't, contrary to what the last caller said, that Shaibu and Okberolo, I haven't seen that. What I've seen in the news is the police apologizing to Mondo Okberolo for calling him one Monday, which they think it's demeaning, and rightly so. Someone of Monday stature, a senator, to have the police apologized to Shaibu on Monday because of the incident. However, I also understand that Governor Obaseki made those comments, which I think is coming out from a place of anger and all of that, and said he said what he said. Obviously, how do you burn down Nigeria? That's just I'll just say irrelevant talk. You may be careless if you want to look at it that way, but then the man was deeply upset. That's why he made those that sort of statement. So what I'll still advise is let us stay calm. Let us look ahead to the elections and do what is right. No one or nobody is worth dying for. So we'll plead with citizens in Edo to be calm, go about their lawful duties, and avoid any gathering where you think it's there will be uproar or anything of such, and then just focus on the elections. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Osa. Mr. Uyi, are you there with us? Mr. Uyi, are you there with us? Okay, I guess you are there, but you are not here with us.
Host, I beg, you did the studio twice. I beg, remove the one where you know they use. We don't come on this now. No, they backstage. I beg, remove it. So other people try coming.
Yes, I see other people try coming, but I'm not. If I take that one out, this one is a different.
Okay.
So that one doesn't have character. I'm just behind. I'm not coming in.
Okay,
so,
all right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyways, and upper reporters, you could have told me that behind cameras. Mr. Uyi is not available. So let's go to Sake or Vuvuzela. You guys available? Vuvuzela, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please. Before let us not digress. We know we still have this emotional from last week, the happenings, yes. But the points now, although they correlate in a way, is about Obaseki's reactions. Obaseki's statement on saying there will be severe retaliation if his allies are targeted. So, but again, from last week, it's a sequence of what has been happening, transcending since last week. But what are your thoughts towards Obaseki's statements and a bit of from what happened last week, because you were not here on Friday?
Okay. Yeah. So good evening, everybody. Well, let me take it bit by bit. I was not here last Friday, but thoughts on what happened is unfortunate. It shows where we are in our politics. I would say all parties are guilty, in my opinion. Right? We don't know the people that planned and executed this madness, but from what I saw, the videos, I've seen videos of, or rather, the reaction to what happened last week, because we really don't know who pulled all this thing out. The police are still investigating, so let's not comment on an ongoing investigation. But the reaction from it, I saw the APC candidates escorting the dead body of a policeman. I saw the youth leader of Tony Kabaka, I don't know whether it's a youth leader or a youth wing of APC, going around the whole place. It has come to a point where I think I see where they want to take this thing to. And I heard an opinion this morning in one of the in one of the TV stations, that somebody was saying that the APC, they are provoking so that the military will come in during the election. And if military comes in, it's federal might. It's no longer no longer state matter. This is federal matter. So that is on one side. The state governor going ahead to say if it happens again, the whole place will burn. I think those are just rhetorics trying to give some power to his base, which is wrong. You are the chief security officer of the state. You should always preach peace. There are ways to go around this thing. You have the police, they should do their investigation. I believe they said they've sent out invitations to some interested parties, and if they have not responded, if police call you for questioning, why shouldn't you go? And if you are avoiding police invitation for a matter that is so serious, then it's time to start saying, I think it's an offense not to honor police investigation, especially this is a murder case now. That should be an offense. Then declare people wanted. It's that simple. If they invite you for questioning and you don't go, whoever those people are, declare them wanted. It's as simple as that. Now, coming out to start making the speeches about everywhere we're born and this and that, to me, that is just political nonsense. It doesn't solve them a problem, because what they are setting up, they are setting the whole thing up for a big gun battle. That is, I think that is where they are going with all of these things. So on that day, there'll be finger pointing, oh, he did this, party did this, that party did that, and there will be anarchy, and everybody will be running around in circles. So I don't know. It's unfortunate, but I think it's time that all parties should put a break on everything, because this is a distraction. Honestly, nobody is talking about anything serious now. Nobody is talking about the debate or what people are going to do. Now they're talking about who was the first person that who was the first person that fired, or who was the person of retaliation, or what. So it's becoming a mess. So I mean, let's see how it goes. The other thing is that the other political parties are not, because this seems to be between the APC and the PDP for now. I'm thinking that the Labour Party and the other people should capitalize on this and say, you know what, we are not among that mess. We're a party of peace. We don't see what the other guys are doing, and talk about issues, talk about things that really matter, not all this back and forth about who has more guns or who don't have guns. So that is my take on that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zola. Everybody is seeing the picture from the same direction. It's obvious the people or these stakeholders don't have they don't have what to tell the people, or they don't have what to campaign with. So apparently they want time. They want to buy time with chaos. So we can all be in a boat of okay, there was no time, or this event happened, and we didn't have time to tell the people what they really needed to hear, or to give promises so that we can be held accountable. Well, Nigerian politics, Edo politics is getting messier than we thought. I don't know if Mr. Sake is still with us here in the studio. Mr. Sake, are you there? Or should I go back to Mr. Uyi? I can't.
Yes, I'm here.
Mr. Uyi, okay. So thank you. We have you back. Okay, please, would you mind? Sorry, but before I go, Mr. Uyi, please,
Yeah.
please, just 1 minute. We have a caller. Caller, are
No
you
problem.
there?
No problem.
Mr. Uyi, please be on standby. Thank you, caller. You have been patient. Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from, and give us your 3-minute submission.
Wow. God bless all of you now, and God will continue to guide you people.
You too.
And my name is Loki. I call from Italy.
Okay, Loki.
The truth is it too bitter. But if all of us stand for the truth, I believe in Nigeria will get better.
True.
You understand? It's good for you to say, my brother, what you do, it is wrong. One person need to go down. Better passes the whole nation need to go down. You understand? Why are they trying to come like this? Sorry to say. Person like Tony Kabaka. What people want left for her? Okay, if you watch, if na me, as I told you, if na me I be commissioner of police, to God that my all police where they give Modo Bello, I will retrieve all of them back. Because if you watch that video, sorry to say, if you watch that video, you see Modo Bello they there. The police where they guide you, when they guide you, where they injure, you they look. Police where they guide you, they look. When they drink and they go. You're not supposed to say, okay, move the people to medical hospital. And you see, I know the all of them are watching. I see the other one boy go one jacker. He carry papers from bomb pass from part of the mobile police. All of now in the year, so how will I see that you right have been all right? But they go for you to tell you, this is not the way. Because this is not the way to God and man. This is not the way. We are not happy over this thing. Because we think also Shaibu and whether not tell me and the color, what did the one use of they do? God not forgive them. God not forgive them. They are the problem of the state. They are the problem of the state. Why don't they try to study for Aunshi? Did they forbid to try for Aunshi? Did they forbid to try to study for Aunshi? They forbid you don't buy years in order to study for Aunshi. Why be say now only the time now all this thing for the happen. They secure the answer. They go give Kabaka money. Kabaka come back our people come and tell the this evil out. Commissioner of Police, they look Kabaka. If they look Gubernatorial. All of us, all of them. I don't know if I call and say they are much of disgrace. When I don't mind me, because the thing they vex me. If now me say that man and my brother, that will Gubernatorial. Now only God for no waiting for see. I'm honest to you people. I tell you my mind, because this is not the whole mobile police they shoot. You they look when they drag out, you they look. Who they guide you? We never understand. We never know what they going on yet. We never understand. If they're not going to camp, make the rest. Make the rest. I tell you people today, more than mark my word, all of them, they will never hurt PDP, they will never hurt PDP, they will never hurt Labour. They will continue to hurt themselves. Now they will be hurt. From today, now they will be hurt. Now they will be hurt. Don't know they watch. Because as I told you, they will invest. We know they are happy put. The kind of election they want to pray. We know they are happy put. You know, which Obaseki talk, if you reverse, you feel talk anything will be say, when you let to it, some will be say not do your mind to talk with anger. Because me, I said, invest for the Obaseki. Why invest for them? Say, it too keep quiet with all those people. It too keep quiet with them. You know, they take any action. Now, he made the user thing rock ground. The user thing rock ground. Honorary chairman, nobody fit shout to chairman to cause me be say, oh, governor. What do you mean? What's they take the man for? Now, what do you make with the invest for be that
one? Well, thank you, Mr. Lucky. Thank you for your submission. We appreciate the call, and we yes, the same thing we all deliberate about. Okay, we have another caller. Mr. Uyi, please hold on. Yes, caller. Can you hear me? Are you there, caller? Are you there? Please speak out.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening. He's a regular caller, but I want you to say, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Jonah. I'm calling from Hamburg.
Yes, Jonah. Nice. Yeah. Thank you for calling, Jonah. Yes, what is your submission on the matter?
Yeah, actually, I don't want to repeat the same thing this guy have just said just now, because I just want to ask one question. Because when I watched that video, when they were dice, the policeman was not dead at that particular time. I was just surprised. You know, I don't know. Now, is it that they are not going to question the police who were there around that policeman for us to really know the exact truth about this shooting? Because somebody being shot, they were just dragging him like that, you know, without even calling ambulance or to rush him with a car to the hospital. Then the next thing we saw, back of a truck. It's disgusting, you know. So I'm just really surprised about the whole thing. Whether is this a top show or just a black and black or how do you call it? Huh? Or they are just making some script out of this thing. At least what we have to be talking concerning our states to be serious about issues like this. Because somebody can just come and shoot person and people are just watching And the next thing, they are dragging the person. The next thing, back of a truck. What are we talking? What are we saying? Huh? This is Shaibu. We can remember vividly when the Oba warned him when they visited the Oba in terms of this Toba of a thing. Huh? So, well, it's left for us to be,
yes.
You know,
Thank you, Mr. Jonah. Thank you, Mr. Jonah. Thank you for your submission. Thank you for the question. Yes, in a saner environment or in a saner, in a proper, are you saner or use proper? Well, the things we see these days on media. Well, I wouldn't want to use saner. Let me not use saner, because sometimes even the saner environments, you can movies are orchestrated. But what I'm trying to say is this. First of all, yes, we all have the questions to ask. A man has been shot, an armed man or a police officer, let's not say an armed man, like a police officer has been shot. As someone that is doing a job to serve and protect. He has been attacked or he has been injured, and nobody is even caring for him. Nobody is asking who his shooter was or what happened to him after he was shot. Okay, Diano, so you say in an ideal situation, right? Yes. In an ideal situation, it is only proper those things to avoid something, the situation from getting bad to worse. It was only proper for the police officer to be treated or taken to the nearest hospital for treatment, or even if, as they claim, that he had maybe it was a bad one that happened, he shouldn't have been paraded around like that. And last of it all, it was obvious these people had cameras on from the beginning till afterwards. We would like to see more of the videos, apart from the guy just being shot and running away, or with a member of his mobile crew, or him being brought out of the bus and put behind a Hilux truck, or being paraded. There were some clips that were not they haven't brought, because it is evident that people had these recordings all the time. We're trying to pass a message. However, it was being recorded. It is proper the police they should do they should do a proper work here. Everybody's asking questions. Well, the governor is the number one man of the state. He's the chief security officer, like I believe. He should be doing this questioning. He should be having a panel or a committee to go question what has happened, because the state is in his care. And he cannot say because he's in a party, only his party members or his friends are going to be protected, while others are going to live in the hands of his opposition. No, the governor has to be held accountable for everything that happens in Edo State. He should be asked these questions first, so answers can come from him. Well, Mr. Uya, are you there with us? Mr. Uyi, has he come back to the studio?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, sir. Okay, please. Could you give us your submission on the matter?
There are so many questions to ask. Like you said, in an ideal world, this is not even a case that will be very difficult to investigate. But again, we are in Nigeria, so what are we going to do? There was a riot in Leeds like 2 or 3 days ago, and a man was caught on camera burning a bus, a double-decker bus. The man had been arrested. He wasn't caught on police camera. He was caught on normal cameras normal videos that people post online, just the way people posted so many of those videos online. And the video captured people holding firearms. And unlawful possession of firearms in Nigeria is against the law. So have those people been arrested? So we can flog this issue as much as we want to flog it here. We all know Nigeria. We all know where we came from, and we all know the way the federal government will play politics with this whole thing. And we are all Edolites. No one is more Edo than the other one. We all know each other. We know the people that were there. Those are not supporters. Those are thugs. We should be able to differentiate between supporters and thugs. If really you had a judgment and you're coming to enforce the judgment, you had enough policemen with you. Why don't you drive to governor's house if you are going to governor's office with those policemen? And if you are not refused entry, then you go back to the court and apply for Form 48. So why would you hire thugs to enforce a judgment? Because those are thugs. Those are not supporters. We know those. We are Edolites. I was born and brought up in Benin. We know these people. Who does not know Tony Kabaka in Benin? Who does not know the rest of them? We know them. And if you say that, the governor side, because this one is saying we are looking for who is right and who is wrong now, and somebody has died. So you have videos of the policeman being shot. You have videos of every other thing that happened, but we've still not seen videos of the civil defense people that you said started the fight or started shooting sporadically. We should have videos of those ones. If you can have videos of yourself being shot, so you cannot even you don't even have the videos of the shooter even before they started shooting. So there are so many questions to be asked. We know the truth is not far. We all know the truth, but the thing is that we will decide to play politics. We will decide to criticize. You might not be a fan of the governor. You might not be a fan of Obewolo or Shaibu, but when you know that someone have died, and you know that someone have died, at least take a minute and tell yourself the truth. It's not far-fetched. We all know what is happening. It's not rocket science.
Thank you, Mr. Obi. Thank you. I appreciate your submission on this matter, and I'd like for you to give for the instance you gave us. Yes, that was the same thing I was trying to say. We have clips because it is obvious these days people record their crime. You have clips of people with arms or with firearms. You have clips of the man being shot, or not a clip of him being shot, a clip of.
There's even a clip of someone pointing at a woman's car, and that car was destroyed. The woman was almost lynched to death, and nothing have happened. No one have been arrested, and you think that and people are blaming the governor for this. Who does not know that federal government controls the police? So what is the governor going to say? The governor he has written a petition. What else do you want the governor to do? Should he be going from house to house, knocking on the door? For the governor to have spoken like that, you can seal the pain he feels that when you're in power and you cannot do much. You can see he's speaking. You can see the frustration that is coming out of his voice. And someone is saying that the governor, what has the governor done? What do you want the governor to do apart from petitioning the police?
The governor, you cannot write it off. You cannot write that off. The governor is still part of it. Whatever power that he has, whatever power that I see, in my own case, whatever power the governor has, he should put it in play.
That is the power he has.
We now know
the Attorney General. He has used the Attorney General to write a petition.
Okay, now this is not time for petitions. You have recordings, you have pictures, you have names. Get them use the powers you have, arrest these people, even if we know that they say the powers from above will come to the rescue. Make the effort first. It's
Of
not a
course, the case. Of course, the case is on.
petition.
You know, the
They
case
should
is
be
currently
making
under investigation.
arrests.
A
It
police.
should be making arrests because these things don't happen in states
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
the federal are handling. Where there's a federal might somewhere, whoever is president is from a certain state. Things like this don't happen in their states. So it is only proper that the governor should use his powers first before the federal might come to do the otherwise.
Okay,
You
Juno.
understand what
Let
I'm
me give
saying?
you an example.
That
Juno,
is
let me
just
give you
my
an
own
example.
take.
Juno, let me give you an example. This case is already a police matter. It's already a case under investigation. A policeman
Yes.
was killed. You understand me? So the case is
Allegedly killed.
allegedly killed. So it is no longer in the hands of the state governor. It's now in the hands of the federal investigation department or whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I get it.
Of course, that petition will not just come without evidence. They will support it with evidence, but these evidence are video, pictorial evidence, which cannot be like printed out and attached to the petition like physically. They are going to say on that petition, you can see maybe there will be a cover letter covering that petition to say that we have pictorial evidence, we have video evidence to support our petition. Definitely, he who allege must prove. So he has petitioned. He definitely are going to send those things. But what I'm saying is that how swift is the police going to act? That would not be in the hands of the governor. You understand what I'm trying to say? That will not be in the hands of the governor. How swift is it? I gave you an example. Riot 3 days ago in the United Kingdom, someone was caught on camera lighting fire on a bus, and the person has been arrested. Straight, his name and everything, they have it. You understand me? People that destroyed police vehicles, they've all been arrested. Even the London riot the other time, that London riot of like from 10 years, 10 to 12 years ago, you saw the way they arrested the people that looted. It's not rocket science. There's already video evidence. We know these people. These guys are not aliens. We know them in Benin. Everybody knows them. So why are we acting as if, they are supporters? Okay, you are mobilizing supporters to come and welcome you with pump action and guns and different guns? Come on, where are the women? Where are the women? If your supporters came to welcome you, where are the women? So the supporters you have are just young men with guns, no women.
No, but
no
it is Mr. Uyi. Honestly, I like to ask. This picture, I have a picture in my head on what I think happened. But again, I like maybe you can explain to me, because now you are putting more pictures in my head. First of all, the deputy governor was coming to the state, right? He was coming to Benin, right?
Yeah.
So how did this? Then where was the APC candidate? Where was it?
According to the deputy governor.
Yes.
According to the deputy governor.
Good.
This is not me speaking. I'm quoting him, and it was on camera.
Okay.
He said that he invited the APC gubernatorial candidate to come join him in the lounge at the airport.
Okay.
He did not say that they boarded the same flight. He didn't say that they came together. So I cannot conclude that they came together, because he didn't say they came together. According to him, he said he found out that the APC gubernatorial candidate was at the airport at that same time, and he now invited him to the lounge to stay with him. So that was when the commissioner of police, CP, told him that, sir, we have a report that they have got a stay of execution.
Okay.
And he now said, these are his words, it's not my word. And he said to the CP they don't have a stay of execution. That the judgment just came out. How did they get the stay of execution when the judgment just came out yesterday? That he is going to enforce the judgment. It was on camera. Watch Arise TV. It's there. It's not me that send it down. It's according to Philip Shaibu.
Okay.
You understand
Okay.
me? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not faulting Philip Shaibu for trying to take what rightfully belongs to him. But what I'm saying is that if you know that what you are doing is going to cause unrest, why go ahead to do it? Especially when the commissioner, because if you can see from their statement, they are blaming the commissioner of police. From their statement, they've been blaming the commissioner of police. But what I'm saying is that if you know that what you are doing, why would you mobilize? He said these are supporters. These aren't supporters. Because we are not, you are talking, if you're talking to Lagosians now, they might not understand. You are talking to Edolites. We are Edolites. We are on the street with these people. We know them. How are these supporters? These are thugs. That's the only thing they know. They're thugs their business.
Thank you very much, Mr. Uyi. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for submission. Thank you for the enlightenment. Thank you for all you have said. We have Mr. Chukwu's hands up. He's the only one that has put his hands up. Okay. Please, if you have anything to say, let us not jump on anybody's voice. Let us put our indication on the right hand side so we know who's next on the discourse. Mr. Tukpo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you very much. Please, could you give us your opinion on the matter?
All right. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay. I'm happy that you actually try to sensitize the house that when somebody is talking, they should not jump on the person. So I hope we can observe that rule. Anyways, I know we're talking about the police that died or the issue in general as regards the event that happened that day and what the governor said. You know, I've been listening to everybody's conversation as regards this discussion. And it's unfortunate that we are trying to blame a civilian for the actions of public servants and police officers. There's what you call ballistics, you know, when you are investigating somebody who is shot. Now, I don't think to get ballistic report is something that Nigeria cannot afford, especially the Nigerian police. So anybody trying to blame Monday Okpewolo for what happened that day, it will just be wickedness and trying to be playing cheap politics. What of if that bullet, because we know you cannot predict where the bullet have gone. What of if it went to the forehead of the candidate of APC? Will we be saying all this? You know, so let's stop joking and trying to play politics. The responsible authorities should look into it, do ballistic to see which bullet. Was it that of the police officer accidental discharge, or was it that of maybe a pump action bullet, or was it that of the opposing forces? Because we are aware that whether we want to accept or not, it was across, people were shooting each other. It was the opposition and as well as the position that were firing at each other. Everybody has known that one. So whether we come here to try to do as if it's only one set of people that are head gone, it's only us deceiving ourselves or being hypocrites. Now, I believe the police should by now work on how they get ballistics to know exactly where the bullet came from. Then secondly, or rather, thank God that it's not as if we are talking about multiple deaths, because if all the information we are getting about how many bullets were shot that day, it would have been worse. So, but thank God, it didn't go beyond that. But for the police officer, I think justice needs to be done. Proper investigation needs to be done. Then those excusing the governor that the federal government is in charge of police, no, that's not how government works. Every Monday or Tuesday, the three security apparatus of the state, the DSS, the SSS, the DSS, the police force, and the Nigerian army normally brief the governor of the security situation of the state. So let us not be trying to. We have seen commissioner of police change because they say, oh, he's close to the governor. So if the governor wants a report of what transpired, he can get it. That's basic. It's not. They don't use mouth to govern. You don't use mouth. It's constitutional. He can get a report. If the report is not proper, then he can go ahead to do the needful. But say the governor is petitioning. I don't understand who is petitioning. Is he petitioning the Nigerian police or is petitioning Ubewulu? But to me, I just believe that when we want to play politics, because I know somebody, what really triggered me was when somebody was saying he doesn't know what Tinubu, Oshomole, and Ubewulu want to do with us. My brother, as far as I'm concerned, Philip Shaibu is the deputy governor of the state, obviously deposed, no problem. But if he wants to celebrate and decides to carry anybody along with him, it's his right. It's his civic responsibility. Right. He can do it any way he chooses. And going forward, this mentality of us just believing that we know all the talks, anybody's a talk, the person working is not a supporter, is a talk. My brother, we should be asking ourselves, why should people on such a day, early hours out in public? It's joblessness. Owing to the failure of government not being able to give them meaningful, gainful employment. So it's not as if we will come and say, oh, somebody was caught in the UK easily. Because we know that the system is already prepared to look into things. It's about the governor of the state. No. Is it the president? No. So we know the people who were accused of the ills and the failures of our society. It's not the candidate of the APC. The people who have been saddled with the responsibility to govern us are the ones who are failing us now to give us proper report of what is happening. You understand? So if you want to just assume and call everybody thug, maybe because we are privileged by hook or by crook, or maybe by just being born into a reasonable family and we have succeeded, it doesn't mean that every other person that is not succeeding is a thug. That's the truth. If people have jobs, they won't do this. Most of us here won't do this. Why? Because we are gainfully employed. But we can tell ourselves the truth that when we were even on the streets, we were doing all this. So let us not keep accusing people wrongly. And by the way, the person of the, I don't want to hold brief, but it's not my calling to hold brief. We should not come and just criticize anybody. Tony Kabaka is the youth leader of APC. He has a right to be anywhere at any time. Was it seen holding a pump passion? So why do we keep criticizing people? So if you want to,
it was his younger brother was saying holding the pump action.
All right, I'm finished talking.
You should be ashamed that you are saying this.
Mr. Uyi,
I cannot imagine what you are saying, honestly.
Mr. Uyi, it is only with etiquette that you wait for your time. You have said you wanted to respond. You have raised your hand that you wanted to respond. You didn't have to speak over the guy's voice.
It's indiscipline we are facing here now.
These are the things. When we talk about thugs or thuggery, it doesn't have to be.
When people talk and they can't even handle what
my friend,
nobody will talk back. But when somebody
that is what you do too. So why are you not?
Why are you people being thugs? Because you don't have to. You can be educated and still be a thug. Because
moderator is the painful part that people cannot tolerate what they do.
Yes. No, but please, you let a man finish his submission before you can interject, or you are to make a response on what he has said.
Okay, thank you.
But you have to let him finish speaking.
Thank you. I've heard you. Thank you.
Please.
I've heard you. Thank you.
Mr. Tupo, thank you for your submission. Mr. Lion and Mr. Uyi, please proceed.
Okay. Firstly, he said the last speaker said that some people.
Mr. Moderator, I did not finish speaking. He just jumped on me and I decided to stop. That's not how the dictate of this place works. You understand?
Okay, I thought you had rounded up. Okay, Mr. Uyi, please hold. Mr. Tupo, please Conclude
I want
on
to
your
reiterate it again. Let me reiterate it again.
conclude.
That Tony Kabaka is the youth leader of APC and can be anywhere at any time. You understand?
Okay.
So it
Yeah.
doesn't mean because he was there, we should allege that he has been he was the one that mobilized. There are people who are saddled with the responsibility of security, and they should be able to give us a proper report of what transpired that day, especially the fact that somebody died, and especially the fact that the candidate of APC was put in harm's way. You understand? So if we want to talk about, okay, maybe the policeman was being moved up and down, that one is not new to us that we do not even have an ambulance to carry him anywhere. It's today that we have seen dead bodies everywhere in Nigeria. Why are we excited? We have seen this thing happen. Unfortunately, the policeman will not tell himself that he was going to die. But at the end of the day, maybe because even in a riot in other societies that we want to always refer ourselves to, there is still always going to be ambulance to rescue people. Whether it's for the government or against the government, ambulance is supposed to work independent of anybody that is moving in public. I can blame the movement of Philip Shaibu for that, because normally when government is moving, they normally go with an ambulance vehicle, or if you see them move. So, but in this case, it's unfortunate that it happened. But let us not take away the fact that we are discussing about Nigeria here. It's not abroad that you see ready ambulance. We are seeing these things happen severally. So now what we should start questioning is how government is treating its own citizens. Maybe all these things is an eye opener for us to know that maybe people who go and shoot gun up and down, they should be careful. But in the final analysis, I think the ballistics will tell us who shot that gun, because we knew the people, as some people are claiming they know themselves. We heard the people who were there. We know they came from both sides of the divide, and something has happened. So it is normal for the police to investigate and give us and put our mind to rest, so justice can be properly served. But the politics of petition, and I don't even know what that means. You understand? So anyway, that's it for now, and let us try, because most times, so let us try to respect each other's opinions, and also respect people, irrespective of what they do. And those security networks, as we know, they carry pump action. So we cannot even identify people holding pump action, whether they are members of those security network. And those security network, as we know, they can be in PDP and also be in APC. So for any man to brandize, to be brandishing a pump action, he might have the ID card of those security network. All these are the things the governor should be discussing. You understand? So when we are in public forum like this, even though it's a free platform, we should not use it to spread propaganda and defame people's character. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to make something clear. When in the topics, I think the third topic said the governor petitions police and calls for Shaibu and others to be questioned. He actually did not speak about the APC candidate. There's nowhere in the media where anybody has accused the APC candidate for the ordeal that has happened. The only thing they talk about, the only place where they have questioned the APC candidate.
Sorry, moderator, I did not say the governor accused the APC candidate. I only
said
no.
I said petition.
Many
No, I did not say you said.
So I just decided to remove him.
No, I did not say you said. I did not say
Please,
you
can I
said.
respond now? Moderator, please, can I respond now?
You will respond. I don't know why you're in a hurry. You will respond. I'm just trying to put some things clear. The petition was the petitioning the police. The only accusation or the argument or people talking about the APC candidate was because he was one of those that worked with that Hilux, while his bodyguard or one of his ADCs that was shot was not rushed to a hospital. He did the procession with the body following the Hilux. So people are reacting to the fact that his personal aide was hit and he did not make a sharp response to it. That was why people mentioned his name. But that is for that. Then secondly, you say the people these people that caused the havoc, they are from both sides of the political parties. I still don't get it. Were they PDP and APC having a clash? But let us just, in fact, I'll keep my question for later. Mr. Uyi, are you there? Or you are?
We're not talking about what we need to talk about now. Before you know, it's going to be 10 o'clock. So that's the reason why I said, let me respond. And more so,
Yes, don't explain to me about the timing.
So,
respond what you want to respond.
Yes, you know, what happened in Edo State, yeah, it's not something it's not something we should be proud of, yeah. That someone comes here to try to justify what is unjustifiable, we should be mindful because this is a public forum, and we should not want to just try to let people know about our character, which it really is not. You understand? About these people are thugs because of failure of government, because they're not gainfully employed. These guys are not poor. When you try to defend indefensible, you're just letting us know that this is where you stand, and this is what you will love to defend. We all know that these people are not poor. If you show me that this, I might be a fan of the governor, but if I have evidence that the governor is involved in this, you think I'll be proud of the governor? Because that is not who I am. We know we have party affiliation, but it's not everything will come to a public forum to defend or try to bend. That is shameful that we are blaming civilians for this. These guys are not 20 years old boys. They are not 30 years old boys. These are men with family at home. And somebody trying to defend them, that we should be blaming government. And what they don't, I'm happy that the last speaker said it could have been anyone. So if you know it could have been anyone, that is the reason why you should ask yourself, why did they have to mobilize those thugs? No one is asking that question. Why did they have to mobilize those thugs? Why? For what reason? It's not trying to come here to now start defending. No one is saying that. No one has mentioned Okpewolo's name. Okpewolo is not the one that came to Benin to try to resume office. That was not Okpewolo. Shaibu did not say that he came to Benin. Okpewolo came with him. Shaibu said he met Okpewolo at the airport. That he invited Okpewolo to the lounge. I know we have party affiliations that we are meant to defend our party, but come on, there are some things that we need to get serious with. It's not all the time you come on and put a defense and saying we should respect people. You cannot give what you don't have, or you cannot request what you cannot give out. If we respect the dead, we will not try to play politics with someone that have died. A policeman died on active duty. And we are trying to say that, we should not blame the people that were saw with arms. That because they are poor, because they don't have jobs, because they are not gainfully employed. Is there any one of those guys that are homeless? Any one of them homeless? Show me one of them that is homeless. And say because we are privileged. Who told you everyone on this platform is privileged? So you are not saying that, if I was not raised the way I was raised, I would have been a thug, I would have been killing people and carrying guns. And we're asking for people to respect each other. Is that how to respect someone? Are you not saying that I would have been a thug if I was not raised the way I was raised? And do you even know how I was raised? Do you even know my background? Do you know if I came from a privileged background? We shouldn't just say that. Is it everyone that is not from a privileged background? Is it everyone that was raised in Ogbe that is a thug? Is it everyone that was raised in Ogbe that is a thug? Is it everyone that was raised in Ogbe that goes about with pop action?
Why the emphasis on Ogbe?
Because some of these people are from Ogwe. It's not hidden. It's not hidden. It's just like you go to Lagos and you don't know where MC Olumo came from. What are we saying? What are we saying?
Well, Mr. Oya, I understand. Thank you for your counter response, and it is clear. These days I speak less because I don't like to sound like I am in support of a side. But when I see something that is not right, I say it.
No one is taking side. I am not taking side here. If there's anyone that's supposed to be bullying anyone, it's supposed to be the governor's side because they are in government in the states.
Yes.
So the audacity that people will have to go around the state brandishing gun and destroying people's property, come on. And you say we shouldn't condemn that?
Well, it still goes back. Thank you, Mr. Oyi. Goes back to the same topic. All the topics we have today, they are intertwined because again, even with all that has happened, the I think it's the APC chairman. He came to Edo State and he has pledged to reclaim Edo State for the APC. This is not a big talk. I don't have to start asking people where, because the president has come and promised. He gave his promise. Everybody connected to the APC because they are opposition. They want their state back as it was before Obaseki won the second tenure. They wanted those state back at the APC. The only thing that we should be saying is we want the state to be in the best hands. APC, PDP, ABGA, ROCC, PL, PYP, YPP, PRP, etc. We want our state to be in the best hands. We want our state to be one of the safest states in the country. We want our economy to grow. We want to sleep in peace. We want unity. So if that's what the APC, if that is the plan the APC has got for us, fine. But I think, and if that is what the PDP also have for us and other parties, fine. After the elections, a winner is going to emerge, and we all have to support and put our strength behind whoever the leader or the governor emerges. So it is only proper for Ganduje to say he pledges to Edo State. I don't know how he's going to make that pledge. He's not going to vote, or is he going to campaign or do the financial strong backup point for him, for the party. But well, with the kind of happenings going on now, I would only wish that the major parties don't emerge winner because they are putting so much chaos in the land and it is going beyond boundaries because there's no reason why anyone, I don't care who he's from or where he's from or what he does, should lose a life. Nobody should lose a strand of hair. That is how little. No one should lose a strand of hair for election purposes in any society because it is not worth it. Nobody has losses should not be made. That is my take on that. But then again, the next topic says that the governor petitions the police. That was what I was trying to tell Mr. Chukwu at that point. Calls for Shaibu and others to be questioned. That's what everybody's saying. The governor calls for a petition. Yes, I know people say petition. How long is this petition going to hold? A petition that they might start looking into in 6 months. Then there'll be a new governor and there'll be people that have changed hands or people now being different political parties. And when the case comes up, he's probably in the party that has won the election. It is now swept under or he decamps and it becomes like the EFCC mess. When the EFCC is after you as opposition, when it's time to go to court, you decamp to the party and everything is swept under the rug. And you hear how outrageous figures are being embezzled. That is the same thing. That is why I said action should come before all these. Action. there's been unrest, there's been vandalization, even a life has been lost. Action should be taken first. That is my own point. The last is the APC gubernatorial candidate faces new age scandal. I don't know. I try to put 2 and 2 together on that, but we only can know this if we hear from the man himself, because at this point in time, a lot of attacks have been made on the senator. He's a sitting senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and he has a Wikipedia page. He has people that he has worked with over time. He has friends, he has family, he has people that can attest to this. So when they say that there's an age scandal, it is only proper we hear from the horse's mouth about his age. But well, before I push that into, it's not going to be a topic of discussion. Let's not go, because I don't go around making hit on the APC candidate, because there are some candidates. How authentic are the ages of the other candidates? We don't know, and we can't know until the person comes out to tell us. So this here is part of what we see on media. That's what we share with you guys. But I'd like to go to my host. My host, what do you think about this? We are going to have the deliberation on this, just you and I, and I'm not going to bring any of the panelists in. The topic about his age, the age scandal. What do you think? What do you think of it?
Yeah, I greet you. I greet everybody. Thank everybody for coming to the show. But before I move forward, look, when I click like and share, when I share for YouTube, when I subscribe for YouTube, for Facebook, Twitter, at the same time, when I like, when I share. We get a super chat there. I use it, make available super sticker, super chat there. You can use them. Thank you for the question. Age problem, a big problem for Nigerian politics. I think Nigeria disqualified. The deputy governor supposed to deal with this man for Bayelsa State, who's supposed to be governor. This man really go by lying or something. But the deputy gets so many age and need different names. But like you said, there's no way we still prove him now. When the man himself now come out con debunk him. We get different rumors, get different age for different certificate. But I don't know how true is that, because I just from that thing they come up and it don't come up for Sarah reporters. The news have been on bring up, but since they don't feel legend before, as we can try and probably we will see somebody who can tell us his actual age. How old is this man really? Say they work for a nanny. If you work for a nanny, he should be in his at least 50s. But not me, but I'm not really speak on that. That's why I see I'm my host.
Well, yes, when you say, okay, he worked with the former Chief Antonio Aneni. In all honesty, from our peer group, we could have qualified to work for chief too. Depends on the area or the fields or how long he had worked with Chief Antonio Aneni at that point in time. I think if we want to use the time he had worked for the former minister or former PDP chieftain, we will not know, unless he had worked for Aneni for 25 years. I want to do a plus and minus, because I know for us, we we cannot say we can achieve 25 years working with a former minister. But that is not what we can use. I know Sahara reporters, I apologize for what I want to say. I want to apologize beforehand. I don't take Sahara reporters serious. I apologize, like I said. The news from Sahara reporters, I do not say that it is false, but I said I speak for myself, and not even upper reporters. I don't take them serious. I think sometimes they just try to take people to distract us from real topics. But it is here documented that he has put several AGs, several DOBs. This is 3rd of March 29th, 1970. That is what was found. And there is another August 29th, 1972. It is only left for us to find out if both days fell on a Monday. So we can pick one. Yes, this is why I'm not talking. This is just our conversation. Because sometimes I think it was a joke that erupted that the guy was born on a Saturday and he was named a Monday. And we know how people crack jokes and how people born on certain days, how they are given names. Yes. So but that is our own
I might quickly add this. We create this platform because we want a better Edo. We don't want war for that town. We want peace. This is not the thing we fear the most. So in the state, we can't go into the state of anarchy, which is very sad. What happened since last week is a disgrace to our state. In how much we are blaming APC, we need to blame the sitting governor. You understand? The security apparatus, not the hand, it's just the chief security officer, but he doesn't control them. But that does not mean he's not going to make effort to sanitize the state. If the election continue like this, it will be in a sorry state. And again, Book will not die for these politicians' war. Sorry to use that word. We get to lecture our people for back home. If they feel say they must get to power by two of us, if they use their children or their loved ones to do it. There's too much hunger in the land. For one, I couldn't lose a loved one over somebody who don't love you at all. Over for the love of his own ambition. The other day, you see Senator Paulo, it is a bulletproof. Shaibu, it is a bulletproof. The soldier man now, what they're doing, the policeman doing job now, there's a son. Bullet hit him. It's a lost case for today. The governor make a very silly statement. It could be provoked, but it's in a public office, number one officer of the state. If his statement carry weight, shouldn't be saying that. It's supposed to de-escalate situation, not escalate situation. And we should not defend him in any shape or form. But because we need to talk, say, if you want to stop fights, you first stop the quarrel, we will lead to the fight. But we try to stop this quarrel, we will lead to the fight. Two wrongs cannot make it right. Knock on their share blame between APC and PDP. They are both has messed up, in my own opinion. In short, the politicians in the state have messed up. It's a sad situation. At least for once, look, we stand for one thing, say, man, we don't need political violence in Edo State. Forget who is right, who is wrong. We started talking about who right, who wrong. It not go end. We'll be on end this circle, but we should let these parties, the politicians and the parties stakeholders to know that they can play their politics without violence. I be give the governor that kudos since for the past 7 years. I did brag his chest put statement. Since he come, political violence and thuggery and secession be done stop. But now he said this, I don't know where we stand. I fear for my people at home, and we should campaign against that. Thank you, my host. I believe Sake, the right thing saying hand it up. I don't know if you get time for her.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Sake, Mr. Sake, are you there?
Yes, sir. I've been here.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much. I actually called earlier. Okay, thank you very much. Give us your submission, sir, on the topics that you want to pick.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone in the house. Everyone has spoken very well. Most times when we come here and banter each other, I believe it's a passion, love, and likeness we have for our state. How we all crave for our state to be better, to come in a limelight for something very good. That's why we are so passionate. Having said that, a lot of questions have been asked. Right. I say we want to offer condolences to the family of the killed officer. I feel really sad. Yeah. I can even see all of us, even the hosts, the both hosts, their mood, the way they've been talking. It's everyone seems to be really down. Our spirits are dampened. It's not. I don't think it's good, especially if you are a father, right? If you're a father, you're a child. It's nothing good that somebody's life was cut short. Like I said the last time, for an avoidable death. All right. Like your co-host just said, these politicians they will still go on and on. It was when Friday, right, that this police died, and his principal was in a fanfare 2 days later. So we're all here. We have brothers, we have uncles, we have cousins out there in Benin. Let's talk to them. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's no point, laying our lives for these politicians. You don't even get the dividend anyway. The money they all steal. What gets to nothing gets to them. How many of the police officers guiding these politicians have really, their life has been is better being with these politicians? Really, not much. I doubt it. Let alone to go come and lose one's life. I still feel for the family. I can only imagine what they'll be going through, right? If it was any of those politicians' siblings or their father that passed in that manner, would they the next day go and be in a funfair, right? So having said that, we may want to throw blames right and left, okay, but truth is truth, right? Let's play it this way. If the government of Edo State were to be APC today, and allegedly all that happened is, it was PDP that is on the other side, and this happened, do you think today arrests would not have been made?
True.
We may want to, join, begin to bolster our party affiliation or, like for one person or another, but truth is always truth, right? I've said this here before. The governor is not a fool. Before he became governor, he was something, and now he's the governor. He's not a fool. He's not stupid. Before he will come out to make such a statement, he's not stupid. We must know that. He's the governor of a state. This is the 8th year he's governing that state. Even if he had not learned anything before he became governor, being a governor for the past 7 years would have given him sense. So the man is not stupid. How come no arrest have been made till today? Are you telling me that police have not invited some people who have refused to show up? It's a clear murder case. Either it's murder case or at the end of the day, it's manslaughter. Somebody had died unlawfully, wrongfully. So it's a state affair. It's a state affair. It's a crime against the state. How come as of today, no arrest have been made? And then we say the governor is in charge of security. How is he in charge of security? Is police in the concurrent list or is in the exclusive list? You know, we say squeeze, plantator, solo said it. You can't give what you don't have. You can't give what you don't have. How is the chief security of the state? Is the chief security officer of the state? Does he control the army? Does he control the police? Does he control the air force? Does he control the navy? These are all federal government apparatus. They take orders from whoever, whether it's IG or chief of army staff or chief of naval staff or chief of air staff. Yes, there's a collaborative relationship. When all is good, yes, they collaborate well. We've seen where other state governors are shouting, this police commissioner is not taking orders from me. Please remove him from my state. I don't want. He's not doing my bidding. I don't want. We've seen that before. We've seen governors going to shop with the IG. Please, election is coming. Remove this commissioner from this place. He's not a smart guy. He's not cooperating. This happened, but it's an opposition state. So the opposition is contending with, against the federal government. The country is so porous. It's so porous. There's no law. There's no law. Everybody does what they want to do. Come on, really. Let's look at it. You are not a uniform person. You are not a security agent. You are carrying a gun. I mean, there are people that have been identified who are neither state vigilante nor any of the in any of the forces that were carrying guns in the video that we have seen. The other people that were injured that are in the hospital, who are they? How did they get injured? What happened to them? Why is people know these truths and nobody is talking? And then it's easy for us to be here and blame A and blame C. These people, they also have feelings and they have common sense, really. They have common sense. I think what for me, what we can do as individuals is for us to reach out to our people, to our family members. Like I said earlier, let people tread with caution. Let people not be in the midst of this nonsense that is going on in that state, since they don't have value for life. Since they don't have value for life. Every time I think about this thing, it breaks me, really. We all saw in the video that man was walking. He was walking. He still had strength to walk. So whatever shot he got, he would have survived. He would have survived. But nobody could act responsibly. I understand it happened around Faith Multiplex. At least get first aid. Are you telling me that if we know issues with gun wounds and all of that, but I think if for the caliber of people that were there, a deputy governor or the a senator, a serving senator, not even his aide and a police officer, if they had followed taking that man to the hospital, right, I think any hospital would have attended to him. Unless I wasn't there, so I don't know. They could have been inside the airport and this would have been happening outside, and before they even came out, the man was already dead. I don't know. So I'll be cautious, on that. But however, I think generally people were just being callous, very, very callous. For the senator's age, I don't know why. For in your own wisdom, you wanted that to be discussed between you and your co-host. I don't know why. For other issues, we've discussed it openly here, right? So I would have loved to touch that a little bit.
Okay, I'll give it to you, Mr. Sake, just for the rounding up process.
All right,
Discuss
thank you very
it.
much.
Give me your opinion on it.
Thank you very much. The truth is that I keep saying here that Nigeria is set up for a lot of unpleasant things. First off, we don't even have a reputable data system. So how can you say his age is false or is not false? He's giving fictitious age or he's not giving fictitious age. When they gave we didn't give birth to him. We are not his father, we are not his mother. We were not there when he was growing up. So how did they determine that he's using if in WAEC, if they can give us his WAEC results and we see one age, and then the INEC form he filled is another age, they should bring all out. They should bring all out. And you mentioned something. You said they said he works with the late Sage, the leader himself,
Yes.
Chief the Aselo of SY Aselo of Eastern Land, Chief Aneni, a very respectable politician in this country. I kind of grew up, around Chief, his kids, and the people that that were his allies. And in recent times, when at the emergence of Senator Okpevolo, I remember calling one of them, and I'll quote what the person said, that they said he was an Ennis boy, leader's boy. That's what they all call him. Said he was leader's boy, but neither myself nor any of the children know him. And I was like, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" I remember Magnus Ojon Ogbesia was an Ennis aide. He was his PA for a long time. He was first his manager at his poultry for many years, from the 80s. Okay. And then at some point he became a PA. From PA, he became junior minister, then minister, and also senator. Okay. I knew some other guy, I've forgotten his name, who was his PA. I mean, this is from sorry?
Certain Mr. Nako.
Absolutely. Right. So at what point, and they even go to say that the name Akpakomiza was given to him by Chief Aneni. Right. So everyone around Chief, including his children, they seem to be wondering. Well, of course, there were a lot of people that have come and gone, but to hold that title, it's that nobody, so close really know him like that as such is a bit questionable, right? So for his age, like if there is dispute on my age, I know a lot of people in this platform that will come. Yourself will come. Your co-host will come out. Osa will come out, because these are people we grew up together that discuss. There are a lot of people on the platform. Vuvuzela will come out to say, no, of course, Kola is this age, right? This person is this age. So I'm sure he has his people he grew up with that can come and testify. Like during Baba Buhari's case, to round off, during Baba Buhari's case, when the issue of whether he went to school or he didn't go to school came up, we heard what the Supreme Court submitted. Supreme Court said the fact that people will come out to say we were classmates with you is sufficient. So in this case, if people can come out to say we grew up together, is this age, I'm sure it will be sufficient to. Nigeria is a very peculiar client. So anything goes, really. Yeah, thank you, my brother. And
Thank
please,
you.
and lastly, I know we're passionate people. Please, sometimes let's calm down. Let's give each other, cut each other, some slacks, please.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sake. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have to, yes, thank you for taking that time to give us your submission in a very, 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 very subtle and and articulated manner. Yes, yes. We come here, we talk, we have discussions. We are supposed to we educate ourselves. We bring things from our hearts. Yes, some people get necessarily emotional sometimes, but I still understand. We are human beings, and most of it all, we have beliefs. We have lots of beliefs. We all don't have to support one candidate. We all don't have to support the same religion or traditions, etc., etc. Yes, we are diverse people, understandable. But what I always say, regardless of your support or your leaning or your affiliations or your confraternity or your religion, whatever it is, when you see the color black, nothing changes it. Black would always remain black and should always remain black. White will stick to white. We know you can see from a different perspective. We know you can see from the top of a roof or from underneath. But when something is not right, it is not right. There's nothing good about bad. There's nothing. So it is only right for us to admit it as we see it. Try to be honest with ourselves. Yes, nothing is perfect, but right is right and wrong is wrong. So when we see these things, the reason we're here is for us to say it as it is. Yes, sometimes they ask for our opinion. Our opinion can differ, but it doesn't change it doesn't change the outcome. For instance, Governor Mr. Godwin Obaseki is the governor of Edo State. That is a fact. Nothing can change that until he's out or impeached. But for the now, he's the governor. So that is a fact. We cannot come and say otherwise. So it is left for everybody. If you are disgruntled or not, you have to accept it, and that is what you have to know. You have to believe it. It is not about believing it. That is the pure truth. So again, letting the emotions aside, we want the best for our state. We want the best for our country, so we can go visit or live there in peace, for everyone to enjoy the outcome of democracy. That is what I believe. And these days, there's some funny things you hear that they say they want the military to come in so they can have an embattled town, or then elections can go in and that. We even as much as we like things the way we want things to go, sometimes we still give room for unnecessary propaganda. It is this is the social media. I blame the social media sometimes, because it has a lot of the truth and the false news going on the same pace. And if you are not careful, you end up absorbing the wrong information. That is my take. On the chat, Mr. Osa, I see what you are posting. Yes, he said the multiplicity of dates of birth provided in his INEC form raised questions about the legitimacy of Mr. Paulo's candidacy. Senator Mondo Paulo, the All Progressive Congress APC governorship candidate of the 2024 Edo election, is facing fresh allegations of false or age falsification. That is what I googled it. That was what came out. But most what I see here is Edo election embattled APC governor in fresh. That's Sahara reporters. Well, it's only the man that can come and tell us, or his mother, or his parents, or his siblings that can come and tell us what they know about this. Anything that the man provides, because we, like Sake said, a country without with a data issue. I can say today that the NNPC does not have a data of its workers. I don't want to push any plug on the Nigerian police or army. I can say, or the teachers. There should be there's an NUT, the Union of Teachers. I can bet that these people don't have data of how many teachers they have in Nigeria as a whole. So when we have this kind of data crisis, or even normally, we are supposed to go on a website where we have our Nigerian senators, and you go there, you find their information. You know how old they are, you know where they were born, you know where they were born, and sometimes you put their spouses and their parents. Sometimes in those cases, so you know that about a few information about them, but we don't have that. We have all the technology in Nigeria. They are for skits. All the data is for skits.
Moderator, can I observe you a bit?
Yes, you can observe. I see your hands up. Go ahead, observe me, man.
Quickly.
Yes, good,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, so it's not so much about going to a central data point to get this data. What's out there in at least two media outlets, which is the Sahara Reporter and then the People Gazette. I don't know how credible these websites are, but at least they are a source of information and news to the public, to the reading public. And if both of them have pointed out at least 3 contradicting date of birth with evidence.
3?
What I mean with evidence, yes, 3.
I saw 2.
At least 3.
I actually saw 2.
Okay, let me read it. Which one did you see? There is one that says
August 29th, 1972.
Okay.
Which is a Tuesday.
That's the WAEC. No, that is the WAEC. That's the 2018 WAEC result. The date on is 2008 WAEC result.
Okay, which is a Tuesday. And I saw one March 29th, 1970.
No, not March. They're all in August. All 3 of them, all 3 dates are in August. So the first one I saw was August 29th, 1970. That's the one is sworn under oath. The one that I'm just reading the news in March 24, 2024, Mr. Okberolo stated under oath that his date of birth was August 29th, 1970. This was affirmed in a statutory declaration of age affidavit by his brother Ojefo Joseph Okberolo. So that's the first one. Then the second one is Mr. Okberolo's West African School Certificate, result obtained in 2008 and submitted to INEC on March 24th. The politician listed his date of birth as the 29th of August 1972, which contradicts the 1970 on his INEC whatever. And then another one again in his voters registration profile on INEC portal, which showed his date of birth as August 1st, 1977, representing the third one. So these are the news that is out there. So I don't think it's about
on the Sahara link. I know on the Sahara link. Let me see if I can share this with you. On the Sahara link, the middle shows. Am I losing sight? This is March. It's not 03. It is 03. It says 03/29. It says 1970 03/29. On the other hand, that is not how we put our dates. It is that came year before It came year before. I sent it directly to you. It came year before months and date. I don't think that is how we put our data on age. I sent it. If you can check and see what I'm talking about, or does it collaborate with the third document, which says 29th of August 1970, which states 53 years? Mr. Osa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just trying to go through it. So I think it's not so much about whether the age itself. It's just the contradiction in terms of the date of birth, which
falsified.
Well, I won't say falsified. Yes, which which the media outlets are flagging up that is a cause for concern, because a man that has if it's found out and he has declared 3 dates of birth, then that's even more concerning to the public. So I think it's even worth looking into. Perhaps we have to go back, read about it, and talk about it to enlighten the people what may happen if he is found wanting. Because
yes,
this can
that is what I want to ask. If what does this hold? If they say he has falsified his age, what does this mean?
Yeah, well, that's perhaps we may have to. Someone wants to say something. Go ahead.
Okay, well, if he has given false information under oath, that's perjury. It's a criminal offense.
Okay.
Straight. But if these are facts, I mean, these are arms that his oppositions will be holding to disqualify him. Is there any court case regarding this? I don't know. I haven't heard.
That is why I said, what does it hold?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, sorry, just to quickly interject, it doesn't mean that this cannot be raised after the election. So they may have an ace up their sleeve. We don't know. So I'm just putting, it's something that we need to just look into. All right, thank you.
Yes, if I want to say something.
Okay, sorry. What I wanted to add in just about a sentence is that the most intriguing aspect of this age disparity is when people went back to verify and found out that these dates or these days of the week were not on Mondays, and his name is Monday, and in normal Nigeria or Southern parlance, anybody that is born on Tuesday cannot be called Monday. So I think that is where the most important aspect of the investigation. So that's what I wanted to just chip in. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Tukpo, you want to say something as well? Mr. Tukpo, are you there?
Yes. Yeah, okay. I'm here.
Okay.
As regards age, it's good for us to understand election and also understand forgery. Compare, because I know Mr. Hausa was trying to tell us that he wants to the case, what might happen if he's, when you say you want to compare, you first ask yourself, do you have an age for him that was declared under oath? Or do you have a birth certificate? Because we have a national population census that issues you a birth certificate, which automatically becomes a legal tender that you use to compare the age. Now, when you have that, you now have to look at the form that he submitted to the DSS during screening to run for senator or governor. Where there is a discrepancy is when there is a different age on the certificate or the document which is submitted for senator and a different one which is submitted for governorship. So before people just come and start throwing any sort of allegation, trying to just make the person of Senator Monday Okpebholo look bad. We should also just be very reasonable to how these things are done. You understand?
How what things are done, sir?
Yes, how you can find fault in something. The only maybe argument I'll hear, which normally is supposed to be laughable, is that of somebody born on Monday or born on Tuesday answers Monday. And then I can laugh over that. But say just anything you just see online, the age is this, the age is that. It means the person has falsified document. No, now it is verifiable fact whereby you declare there's a document submitted to DSS. Either you have submitted this document maybe when you wrote WAEC and it's different from what you are submitting now. It is only meant to go and do age declaration that I used to be this, now I'm this. So all these things, to me, I don't think it's something that we should now sit down. I know Osa was trying to Saki was trying to talk about it, but whatever the decision is, it's not a problem. But for me, I don't think we should just run with whatever comes up when it comes to this social media. As far as I'm concerned, if there's a court case instituted for verification of this age of what he declared and what they are bringing to compare it, the two documents have to be legal. If there's nothing like that, let's just wrap it up and look for another topic. You know, it is then there's something I wanted to say, which is not about this because this one is trash. It's as regards what Saki said that after a man died, the person of Monday, Senator Monday Okpebholo, the candidate of the APC, went on a flanger ride. Well, let me say this. He didn't actually go for a flanger. He went for a party rally. However, I will stand with us okay to say it would have been a good idea to have postponed the event just to pay respect to the one who died. Unfortunately, I don't have the powers to do that. But it would have actually been a good idea to just say, let's move this. But we all know the intricacies of conducting a rally. It is not a state rally where you are just bringing in people within the metropolis. This includes people who are coming from 36 parts of the states and even outside the country. So it might be difficult to just place that on the table of Monday to say he lost his aid and decided to shift this thing. But it would have been a good one. I don't want us to go and place sentiment on it and think, that's why I'm just trying to correct it. So anyways, that's my submission for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Moderator, sorry. I must respond to something that Tubu said, which I think is very.
Mr. Osa, can you just give me less than a minute?
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Barrister. Okay, my brother, my friend, Tupo, I didn't say he went on the flanger like you said. I said fanfare. It was the camping of, I think for all I see from that, what happened, it was the decamping of Philip Shaibu. Like you rightly said, thank you, God bless you, for admitting that if you were Monday Okpebholo, you probably would not have attended just to pay respect for a man who has served you for 12 years. I don't think if he was my brother or my father or any relative of mine or any one of you that I know, so that I've known for so many years, God forbid, I'll go and participate in that kind of stuff. I wouldn't. Okay, so I didn't say flanger. For me, what they did was, what was it? It was what did we hear him say? If he wasn't there, that would have happened. They would have still welcomed all the people that came in. Everything would have gone on fine if he wasn't there, and everybody would have understood and probably even hail him more. Oh, if they had announced that he would have been here, but for what happened, he's with the family, condoling with the family of his. That would have even probably gotten him a lot of votes. That's all I wanted to correct. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm not really surprised that Tubo just threw that aside.
Mr. Osa, sorry. it was the state, it was the party's mega rally, not the decamping of Philip Shaibu. Party's mega rally. A mega rally means the rally that is conducted before an election. In the US, maybe they call it a convention. I don't know. But it's the party's mega rally, not just the decamping. I'm just correcting. I didn't say whether he should have attended or not, but it would have just been unfair that he doesn't attend his own party's mega rally that is supposed to be who is. Whatever, anyways. Enjoy.
Okay, all right. So this is directly to Tubo, and this is because of the word he used. That he used the word trash, which I think is very offensive in such a discussion. It's my view reading from a link, and he calls it trash. I don't think that is right. Maybe he didn't know when he said it, but please, let's be very careful with the words we use, because really offensive to me, I'll be honest. And
Please,
again,
Osa, this program does not belong to you. If you
no,
people
I'm
don't
not
want me to be
saying,
coming to the program again, I will stop it.
please
Stop
calm
all
down.
this.
You
guys should
use
stop
the
all
word.
these things.
No, you use the
If
word.
I
You
use
can't,
any word, it's my word.
no,
I
you
didn't
can't
say it
tell
to
me,
you.
no,
If
you
you don't
can't tell
want me
me
to
I'm saying
attend the
trash. No,
program,
it's
I
wrong.
can actually leave
Tubo,
it for you.
Tubo, you are
Don't teach
wrong
me how
for
to
Gentlemen,
talk.
saying
I
that.
did not talk to you.
gentlemen,
I
You
did
are
not. I
wrong
was
for
talking to the
saying that.
moderator. You cannot observe
You weren't
me
talking
telling
to
you
the
what I said.
moderator, please.
Please,
You're wrong
Osa,
for
stop it.
saying that.
If you don't want me to come to the program, I
Tupo,
leave
if
it
you don't
for
want
you.
to come to
Whoever
the
want to
program,
win
it is
election
your
will win
prerogative.
election
But
without me
please,
attending the
going
program. I
forward,
will come
don't
after
tell
the
me
election is
what
over, then
I say
we'll start
is
enjoying
trash.
our discussions.
If you
Please.
don't know you
um,
I
said it,
didn't tell
kindly
you what you
rewind
said is
back
trash. It's
and
not your business. I
rewind.
can say
Kindly
anything is
rewind.
trash.
You can't tell me it is trash.
It
Please,
is not,
you
are you the
can't.
one that wrote the news?
gentlemen,
Are you the one
gentlemen,
that wrote the
Don't
news?
say
Are you
that
are you the
again.
one
gentlemen,
It
that
is
wrote the
wrong.
news?
Tupo, it
gentlemen,
is
It is
wrong.
not wrong.
Please.
You are just trying to be Obasabi here. That's all.
gentlemen,
Okay,
Leave
I'm
me
trying to
alone,
be
please. You guys
Obasabi,
should
right?
leave
That's
me.
how you say
I
it.
don't work
Mr.
for you guys.
Osa, Mr.
Stop
Osa,
it.
Mr.
Every time
Tupoyo,
you just want
No,
to talk
you
to
Mr.
me.
can't come
Osa,
Why?
and
and
tell
Mr.
me
Stop
that
it,
Tupoyo,
what
please.
I've said
You
is
don't want me
trash.
to talk
It
to
is
you. You
wrong.
can say that.
Tupo,
I
what
won't
you said
contribute.
is wrong. You need to
Don't tell me
apologize
what I
for
said
that.
is
Miss
wrong. Stop
Gentlemen,
teaching me how to
You
talk.
can't
gentlemen,
use such
I said
words.
the link is trash.
gentlemen,
Are you the one that wrote
Did
the
you say
link?
the link is trash? No. Rewind back and listen to what you said.
Please leave
Because
me.
when
Don't
people
tell me
speak,
anything
you
I
don't
said, whether it's
listen to
trash
what you
that I
say.
used the wrong word. Please stop it. You've not been doing it. I don't
gentlemen,
jump on you when
What
you
is
gentlemen,
do
you
you
it.
people
cannot,
mean? You say
Stop it.
something wrong, you use the wrong word. I'm telling you, and then you're raising your voice, telling me it's
Am I
Obasabi.
contesting an election against you? Why are you people jumping on me up and
Well,
down? Stop
nobody's
it,
saying, and
please.
nobody's jumping on you. Use the wrong word at first.
see, please, gentlemen,
I won't tell you what you're saying is trash.
gentlemen, please,
Then you shouldn't tell me the
we
same.
cannot
Well, please.
continue to talk like toddlers. Please,
It's not about
gentlemen.
toddlers, but you heard him.
Yes, okay. Mr. Tupo, you actually said the topic was trash. Yes, you
I
said
didn't say the topic was trash. I said the news, not the topic.
You didn't say the news, Tupo.
You said
that's not what you said.
The discourse was trash. It's okay.
I said the news.
You're still defending yourself. No, that's not what you
okay.
said.
It's okay. Let the man stand by his word. Mr. Osa, please, we are not go for.
No, I'm not. I don't.
Yes,
like
but
when you speak in a
Mr. Osa,
condescending
I am not contesting
manner.
election against
And
you.
nobody's saying
I
you're
am not
contesting
running
election. Neither am I
against
contesting
you.
an election.
I am not
But when
running
you use
election in Edo
condescending,
State. I am
Mr.
not
Flynn,
being paid
please
by
take a
anybody in
chill
Edo
pill.
State.
Nobody
Please
is
leave
paying
me alone.
anybody.
You guys should
Nobody's
stop
paying
jumping
anybody.
on me.
But
If
you
you don't
don't
want me to
insult
come to the
me
program,
because
I
you
will
want to
not come.
speak. It is wrong. I won't
This is
take it. I
becoming
won't
too
have
much.
it.
Gentlemen,
I
we
won't
have
have it.
agreed.
Personality.
We have agreed and we
What's
have
this?
disagreed.
It's not about that. You erred. Accept it and apologize. Don't grandstand. You're wrong.
Gentlemen, please. Mr. Osa, Mr. Tupo, thank you guys. Yes, what is wrong is wrong. There's no good in there's no good in bad. I say that all the time. But please, we are gentlemen. We are having, I understand, yes, we have to go easy on each other. We are politicians, but we are politicians in a different manner. We don't go below that bar. I understand we can have emotions running through our veins, especially when it is for or against certain ideologies or certain opinions that people have. Yes. We have passed our 2-hour mark, and it is just proper that we don't continue to avoid any form of rancor going forward. I want to say it is just we should calm down. There's
no, moderator, what is wrong is wrong. You can't tell a man is saying trash. It's wrong.
Yes, it is. What is wrong is wrong. But
Mr. Moderator, I'm sorry. You can see that when Mr. Tupo was talking, I made a comment on the comment section that he should not disparage
people's opinion on valid issues.
Yes, he should not disparage people's opinion. Just make your own opinion. Yes. Actually, he said the discussion was a trash. Yes. I don't know what stops you from saying, "Oh, I didn't even know it was kind of sentimental, kind of emotional," and I'm sorry about that. And we move on. You see, we are not the politicians. The people we are fighting for, they are busy enjoying them. They are hugging each other. I saw Obaseki and Akpabio yesterday laughing out loud, hugging each other and all that. So please, let there be peace. The Mr. Osa and Mr. Tupo, please let it go. Let us continue. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That was what I was trying to. Let's let it go. Because let us stay united. Yes, we have our position, we have our leanings and etc. But let us just remain focused. Let's focus on the main deal here. The topic was actually, I wanted to say something regarding the last topic, but I'll let it slide. Because documents don't lie unless they are fake. If I don't want to go back, let's not go back into it. Anyways, we want to, like I do before we round up completely, I always give my African proverb. And my African proverb says, ignorance, which probably the definition of ignorance is lack of knowledge, is darker than the night. Ignorance is darker than the night. What this means is that when a person doesn't know something, when a man or when a human being doesn't know something, he's more like living in a dark place. Living in that place means if you're in the dark, yes, you can't see, you can't write, you can talk, but you might be talking and you don't know who you are talking to, so you hardly learn in the dark. So ignorance is darker than the night. Now, using this, we don't know it all. We all come to this life, and all we do is a learning process. All we do as we age, we learn new things, we experience new things, and with those experiences, we acquire knowledge. Then with interactions, friendship, books, films, communication, we still learn. So it is left for every man to always listen to what others have to say. Some may be good, some may not. Nobody is a know-it-all. That is why these days, what I do when we come here, we allow everybody speak. Because from the gatherings or from our thoughts or from the voices that come, the words that come out from our mouths or from the things we say, it might make a huge impact on another person. Even if we sometimes speak with emotions, sentiments, imbalance, or biases, yes, whatever it is, someone might learn one or two from it. So again, ignorance is darker than the night. We should try to ensure we educate ourselves. Please. It's not coming to impose what you think because I love beans I will come and say beans is the best food. We cannot say beans does not give heartburn, and beans is, you cannot make akara from beans. You don't have to come to make imposition like that. If you want to let us know something good about beans that you love so much, or that you support, or that you live for, there are ways to come to educate us about it, and we'll be less ignorant about beans. I'm using this as a parable, so it's left for those who want to know to know. Anyways, that is my talk for today. Thank you all for being in the studio. Thank you all for taking 2 hours of your precious time to listen to the gibberish I always come here to say. I want to thank everybody here who made it out. Thank you to all the people on social media outlets. Thanks to everybody on WhatsApp, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. The aim is to educate. The aim is to have a one united Edo, regardless of any bloody political party. Thank you, guys. None of what we'll say today is trash. Have a good week ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.